Hey, it's one of your normal children.
Nutrition facts, by the way. Leon had decided to tape that on every tube, by the way.
Wait, what? Okay.
If you didn't know, you could actually rotate items on like the Y level or something with the right index.
Oh wow!
Okay, dude.
Wow, is somebody else playing the game now?
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
I had to make the look when I was going over it last time. I could have died in one hit from any boss at this point onward, and just to avoid.
So you
cheaped.
realized that now was the time to stop screwing around. Fine, never mind. I started to say that, and then you just started to rotate the rifle. So
well, this is a very important milestone in the game because the merchant sells a whole load of new stuff, including the next case upgrade. It's time to get suited up with some new stuff.
Yeah. So, what again? Welcome to Ashley and Leon go to Spanish Castle.
I liked that.
It was an old Disney ride, except someone died.
I don't think that Disney was anywhere near here, but I will accept Six Flags.
I would have also accepted Luna Park. That's an Australian reference.
Oh no!
Hey!
You know the
snake,
snake.
son.
Even if you get snaked, the idea is like they drop their white eggs and you just eat it, and it's like, oh, they solved the problem they created every time. The problem is when they drop a more valuable egg. I think that's like 7 brown eggs in this, or 8. There's got to be more.
Something like that. I will say I appreciate that like the sonic boom from your knife was enough to shatter that box, but not enough to deter the snake.
It has very low range.
Alternately,
hey Leon, want to come check out my goods, eh?
Alternately, Leon studied under Guile.
Welcome.
Ah! No.
Got some rare things on sale.
He says goods, it's really just this huge junk hanging down pendulously.
Is it?
What are you buying?
Hold on, there's gonna be a speed up here, and you might as well listen to his sped up laughter, which is pretty magical.
Alright, I'm listening.
Blacktail's okay, but I've invested so much, there's no point in upgrading now.
Broken Butterfly you're gonna get for free.
Wow, way to spoil this game for people who've never played it before.
Yeah, dude, you were about to say that. Don't even worry.
No, I wasn't! Fuck you!
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that.
Thank you. Thank you. What are you buying? What are you buying?
Riot gun. It shoots
we're
riots.
Finally picking that up, huh?
No, not yet. Get the next case before I do that. It's time to get the TMP, though, because it's good now.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That has
We're
upgrades.
finally getting the TMP.
You said riot gun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say we're getting that right now.
I was trying to think in my head, man, what do I want to do with my case? Because I don't have the big one yet where, like, I'll have, like, the perfect organization when I get that. But that's 2 videos away, so.
What are you sorting? What are you
Honestly,
rotating?
only the sped up laughter is assuaging my rage here.
Well.
Upgrade reload speed and firepower on the shotgun. Reload speed. You can't get max reload speed on a riot gun for a long time, so it's kind of like the deterrent from getting the riot gun is because, man, reloading the shotgun really fast is awesome. Oh, here we go. We've made it.
This is the best part of the game. This is like and I don't mean that as like just some sort of thing that I'm going to say again. This is objectively
Do you see all the red
best,
barrels?
most iconic part of the game. Double rail.
I don't know if you can double headshot those guys. They have a pretty bad angle because he'll hit the front guy in his chest more often.
Yeah, it did look like one of them was still tooting around afterwards.
Yeah, he's not dead, but I count it anyway. Particularly if it gets you a suplex.
Good old Billy.
But his head.
Less.
He took a rifle shot and then took a suplex and isn't dead.
That guy, but the knife
Yeah.
finished him off.
The red guy is actually directing catapult fire, so you gotta kill him. Squash that fly. You had a story about that. You might as well go over it now since they're finally saying it.
Didn't I
about
already
you
tell
knowing.
that story?
You said it on stream. You said you knew somebody.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this was basically the same roommate that I had that didn't like playing video games that much, but he loved hearing the merchants laugh, so he watched me play this game. Well, his mother is Guatemalan, right? So he grew up speaking Spanish incredibly well, and most of the Spanish in this game he couldn't quite understand because it's set in like that really grainy, grutty sort of thing or whatever. But we got to the castle and everybody started screaming "Matalo," and he just laughs out loud and says, "Oh, I understood that one." I'm like, "What?" And he's just like, "Yeah, no, I have a bunch of memories of my grandparents in Guatemala, and they would always yell that in one specific situation. It was when some fly just like flew into their eyes and they wanted it dead. They just gutter out Matalo."
Unlike these people, I don't think his grandparents wandered around saying "die, die" and "brains, brains." Cerebros and was it muerde, muerde, muerde? These guys are fucking creepy. Is what I'm saying.
"No eres vivir" is the chant that everybody's most familiar with, and that translates.
These guys they just shuffle around really slowly, muttering and mumbling.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I say this is the best part of the game, is because.
And this is also why I say Resident Evil 4
iconic.
has the best sound design in the game, because the ambience really tells you, and it does a great job of portraying that this is not a place anybody should have ever come to.
No, it's a bad place all around, and there is not a lot. Damn, dude, keep your feet. What's the matter with you?
Bears mentioning scythes are the second most dangerous weapon in the game. They can throw it, and it does just as much damage as if they hit you normally with it.
I remember the first time I was playing this game and they threw a scythe, and I was so surprised.
It took your head off.
Yeah, I was so surprised. It took me straight in the face, and that was the end of that one.
It takes your head off if you're at low HP. If
It
you didn't kill that
does.
red guy earlier, he would be directing the catapult fire, and you'd still be getting shot right now. Look at that beautiful texture work.
True. "No eres vivir" is the one that everybody remembers hearing here, and that translates to die is to live.
Ugh, bullets. I don't care about your bullets. Do you see how he is like looking away while he did that? Because they're all looking at Ashley.
Wouldn't you?
Well, they're all staring at Ashley because
Yeah.
they want to go grab her.
Yeah, they grab her and they go
Ha!
running off with her.
How does Leon keep that shit out of his hair?
Like some incredible product. I'm pretty sure that's the explanation for everything Leon does with his hair. Some seriously incredible product.
There were two mods for the first aid spray a long time ago. One that made it into a can of Axe body spray, and the other makes it into a can of Dr. Pepper. I was really hoping there was just an actual hairspray.
I'm not sure which one offends me more.
I just wish there was an actual hairspray in there, but nobody ever did it. I don't understand it.
Honestly, between the two of the ones that you just mentioned, I'm not sure which one I'm
Jesus
offended
Christ,
more
Leon.
by.
This cannon was loaded and ready to fire at that gate. The merchant did it, I'm assuming.
That sounds about right. I could see the merchant doing that.
This is gonna be fucking hilarious.
Is he or is he not just following every room you go through, laughing his ass off at it,
He's right
and
there.
then just sort of picking up a secret passage or two to get in front of you?
What are you buying?
I mean, if you look really closely at his eyes, he totally is infected.
Yeah, he has red eyes sometimes.
Yeah, with capitalism.
Is that
My kind of guy.
any time?
Well, here, we're in this room now.
He's basically a wizard. He has no sense of right nor wrong. He's just throwing shotguns everywhere.
We decided to lay low in a castle, but it looks like it was a bad move.
Lay low
Well,
inside
it
of a
appears
castle.
that this castle's also connected with the Los
It's a pretty big fucking castle,
Does
too.
not get many visitors here, because they're giving me one hell of a welcome.
Sounds bad. I have an idea, Leon.
Just remember, Leon has no hands in these things, because that's how his model is rendered. Don't know how they or why or how they do that, but
Well, I mean, if they didn't have anything.
yeah, but they
Yeah.
render literally his entire model. His hands are just gone. I don't understand. It's just
Well, right. Like,
It's
if
just,
they-
I know
they-
you're not supposed to see it. It's just I don't know how that happens.
Well,
It's like
they made an executive decision. It's just like, well, we don't need to render this, so we're not going to.
Fucking jerk ass.
Well, that just happened.
This is gonna go
He's
places.
very slowly getting away. Oh,
Okay. Honestly, I was a little bit surprised he didn't get,
That had to hurt even more because his head was closer to the... By the way, his hands are above my head.
and you kicked his head off. I think fair's fair.
Fuck. I just shot the guy who was carrying Ash. I almost killed her.
yeah, but there's
But I
no,
took his-
there's no almost in horseshoes.
I don't think that was intentional, was
This
it?
really pisses me off is when people are even lying down next to her, she just fucking sits there, cowering. It's so fucking annoying.
Oh.
Don't worry,
Better
I have
thank
the...
your lucky iframes there, my guy.
Yeah, it was an informed decision. Muere, muere. So they're just saying die, die, die.
Man. I also like the creepy laugh they have here. So freaking good.
These guys must all have rickets. In addition to everything else, like exploding head syndrome.
I feel like we really should have.
Do you
kept
notice
that
how?
track of
Do you
these.
notice how when you do suplex them, that like all this blood comes like shooting out of their mouth anyway?
Uh-huh.
If they don't, yeah.
Hey, just because you've seen Suplex City. Jesus Christ! It's because you've seen Suplex City from what's his? Who's that wrestler with that gimmick, Robokai?
There was two basically.
Owen Hart.
Actually, three. Taz had a lot of suplexes, Kurt Angle had a lot of suplexes, and Chris Benoit had a lot of suplexes. But also, he specialized in chokes.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what else? All these people were playing the part of Chris Benoit's family, and I'm Chris Benoit.
Burn.
Nuclear take.
Yeah, that one. Pretty sure that one's melting down.
There's like one guy left. He doesn't come upstairs because he hates you. He's also.
Oh
a red
yeah,
man.
it's the red robed guy.
Does that include the two green herbs or what?
I can't talk about the two green herbs not until
Yeah.
a few episodes more get updated.
Okay, you're not going to address your children.
Would you?
This is
feel like
Crusader
we should-
Kings 2. I don't address anything unless it's absolutely important to my genetic time bombs being spewed across Europe.
Genetic time bomb is definitely the correct way to refer to your genes.
Good.
feel
His
like
head
we-
exploded because that avoids a parasite, and he's also.
Yeah, he's a constant parasite.
Most red men are.
Follow me.
Not all red men.
Fuck.
I wasn't gonna say it.
This door is just here. You can't leave your buddy Superfly behind. Oh wait.
I'm not going to acknowledge that particular reference. I know what it's for.
Can
and
we
it's not-
acknowledge how the fuck he got here, even though the drawbridge was up?
He's very acrobatic.
Oh, shit. I must have dropped it when I was running away from them.
Dropped what?
A drug that'll stop your convulsions. Look, I know you're carriers. You've been coughing up blood, right?
Yeah.
And you.
Yes.
Damn it! The eggs have hatched. We don't have much time.
What are you talking about?
I have to go back and get it.
Let me come with you.
No, you stay here with Leon. He's better with the ladies.
Better with the
Sure.
ladies.
Faces.
Honestly, why would you
Why
not
you
both
eat
go
makes me
go
feel
with
better.
him? You know, he's
Let's just leave it at that.
Well, he obviously has teleportation power, so fuck it.
It's the power of
I mean,
narration.
in my case, he's just like, yeah, no, I've totally got this thing, and you don't have a whole lot of time, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, yikes. Will this help me not die? And he'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going with you then.
I mean, conversely, you going through creates more of a scene, allowing him to sneak through and like get the thing he needs.
Okay, that's a fair take.
Yeah, but nobody acknowledges that fact.
I just did.
Also, the plot assumes that 98% of these people don't even exist, so...
Wow, I don't even know how to respond to that.
What? That the...
It's like the casting. It's like the casting of Avatar.
I gotta go deep to find where the bar is.
Man, this is goofy ass
what's
headworms.
this parasite's nickname?
You know what else sounds like going deep? Nigel Cummings.
I wasn't gonna say it. I knew you were going to. I didn't want to step out in front.
You know, I could have also said
the
my.
last person who stepped out in front of Nigel Cummings regretted it for a week.
You know, I could have also said my first time again, but I already did that in second episode. It's too soon.
He's a crack shot and their best agent.
Why does everybody get that wrong? It's a top agent and an even better shot. Also, we need to pay attention to something important here. Here, just check this out.
Well, I mean,
Okay, so you shot that guy. See, I was able to kick that. Just keep that in mind. You see, I was able to kick that guy after shooting him in his leg.
Sure.
We'll just come back to that later. Be much later.
Okay, sure. We'll come back to that.
It's
later.
in this video, but just
I
remember
still want to
that.
talk about what our nickname for that parasite is.
No.
I'm talking about it.
Oh wait, you mean the second one that bites your head
Yeah,
off?
yeah. What's officially Type B, and that's a shitty name.
the B stands for bitey, so I think it's actually
Gulp.
entirely appropriate.
Call it Gulp. No, we'll call it Gulp because there was a worm boss called Gulp in Resident Evil 3. And also because we're talking about Nigel Cummings, so gulping is absolutely relevant here.
You know what? I will allow it. That is a 100% reasonable explanation, Loon.
Do we have an enemies page? This let's play.
I don't think
No.
so.
That's too bad. You should reserve.
They don't
it. I'd have
even.
written
I checked the
one for you.
wiki and I was reading about some Ganados. I didn't click parasites though because I was like, eh.
Yeah, because then we could have just, instead of actually having their correct names, we could have just had.
Hey, did you hear something? Holy shit, these are some good textures.
That's basically how I laugh when I get really happy.
When you might notice us.
Who are you?
Me llamo Ramon Salazar.
What'd he say?
The eighth castellan of this magnificent architecture. I have been honored with the prodigious power from the great Lord Sadler. I've been expecting you, my brethrens.
No thanks, bro.
My, we've got a feisty one. If you care for your own well-being, I suggest you surrender yourself and simply become our hostage. Or Mr. Scott, you can give us the girl because you're not worth a penny, I'm afraid. You can die.
Yeah, she's low res. I'm jealous of your HD-ness.
I'm never turning into one of them. Never.
Got that right. We'll find a cure.
I love how Leon looks incredibly fucking stoned in that scene.
I like his Illuminati candlesticks.
Oh man, I forgot about this dumbass puzzle.
He hits the switch on his way out and just like, deal with that, Mr. American Scott Kennedy.
Yeah, it is. Penny for your thoughts, because that's all you're worth. Eat shit bacon.
How the fuck did that gem get up there anyway?
He put it up there. He's the castellan of the
Do
castle,
not
of
start
course.
asking
Fucking...
those sorts of questions.
It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if it sticks, I guess.
I mean, he obviously didn't do it himself. He clearly had somebody else do it, because there's no way he could get up, even on a ladder that high.
Well,
Honestly, he
got some busy work. I just...
probably have trouble just mounting ladder steps because each one is.
Whoa! I didn't pick up ammo on the chair there. For holy shit!
Oh my!
There was a little box on the.
Oh
well,
my
guess what? You can actually
God.
you actually come back this way when we come put all those pieces into that thing later. So yeah, I'll be able to come right back over here and be like, because I haven't recorded that yet, so I'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't pick that up. Cool. Anyway, they want their sample back. Luis is being awesome, or not so awesome, who knows. Also, God damn it, there's gotta be someone else involved. I'm so fucking paranoid.
Yeah, it's Wesker. Okay, thanks. We're done now.
Look at this painting. Like, why does he have this painting?
That dude looks incredibly happy to be in that painting.
He was also holding a severed hand, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably part of the reason why he's happy to be in that painting.
It's classic art in a nutshell.
Like, I got me an extra pair.
If it was RimWorld, it's absolutely true.
Oh, he's going back. Oh, he's going back to
What the fuck
RimWorld.
was the point of that?
What? What are you freaking out about now?
I don't understand. I didn't understand what the point of that was, and I didn't understand why you decided to waste 10 seconds of your life doing something that benefited you not at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you just need to breathe again. Remember what Robokai said? Let it breathe.
That had to do with jokes, not my frustration.
Hi there. Hey there, dude.
His eyes are so shut. Way fucking like, oh my god, Leon.
Oh no, are they blind?
It's called Garador, man with claw. He's Wolverine. He owns.
Yeah, look
Well,
at him
he doesn't have
go.
the whole regeneration thing.
He's like
that's
he's
kinda
like
critical.
if you took Daredevil but took away his extrasensory powers.
This is some shit right here. Look, I'm sizing this up. I'll just get the one shot off and we'll be okay and just keep going. Check this out. Fucking turns the second I fire.
Damn, son.
What a... The second I was about to fire,
Yeah,
he just
that,
he like does his idle like looking around thing.
that was pretty bad for you. He looks so damn goofy.
Dong.
Roar.
I actually heard a story saying somebody thought you could only knife the bells.
Boy, that's quite a perception somebody had.
This I take way too long doing this. This is really easy. I don't know why I was just messing around all this much.
Because Gyarados are kind of cool to watch in action, and I think...
Well, sometimes they have less HP, sometimes they have more HP because of dynamic difficulty or something. I don't know. This game's weird. Also because I wasn't really keeping up the offensive.
Dynamic difficulty.
You gotta like shoot over his neck a bit so you can hit it with the TMP and dies like ultra quick. Oh, I like this one where he just kind of moves while slashing.
Like, that's how he looks the goofiest to me, because for whatever reason they gouged out this guy's eyes, and he's clearly not been blind very long, because his primary mode of offense is walk over to some shit and then just like scratch like a spaz in the middle of nowhere. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they really think these things through.
How do the claws even work? Oh well,
Like the
this is
whole
Resident Evil.
extendo claw thing.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be a parasite. It's gotta be, it's all parasites.
Well, I mean, it certainly doesn't make any physical sense. So don't expect me to give you like.
You know what
a
else is
story
really
about-
impressive? You notice how the claws were tapered at the end, like they
Sure,
if
they
you
were-
extend it, like
they
you know
were
the
hooked.
scratching mode. Yeah, and if he like charges at you and stabs you in the face and you die, he just like hooks you with him. It's pretty awesome, but it's like that wouldn't work because they're not pointed in your face like that.
I forget what the death scene looks like, so I'll have to take your
Well, it's like you saw when he
word on
stabbed the wall. He got them stuck in the wall somehow, even though what he was stabbing with was not the pointed end, essentially.
Well, you can make the entire leading edge sharp, and that accomplishes the same thing.
Did you hear something explode? Yeah,
I
somebody
did
threw
indeed.
dynamite
I
and took
was-
himself
oh,
out.
Okay, I was wondering what the hell
He
was
just
going
got
on
bored
there.
of waiting. He's just like, this guy, he's taking her like too long fucking around in the dungeon with the blind guy. I'm just gonna light this dynamite stick and see what happens. He's just like,
There's
Oh,
some, yeah.
Yep.
See, he was right here.
Yeah,
He's dead.
yeah.
He killed
Give
himself.
suicide out of boredom.
And see that ammo there? That's where there were two crossbow guys taking cover there, and he killed them too.
Awesome.
All right, we've got a pretty infamous room coming up. I think you'll recognize this
Boy.
room.
Yeah, I remember that this room coming up was the first one.
It's long. It's so long,
Big room.
and it's like
Yeah, this was the first one that killed me more than once in my first playthrough.
Which is really unusual, because having played Resident Evil video games with you, it's like, a lot of rooms kill you very often.
he plants proximity bombs
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
people step on them and blow them up while you're far away from him, and then he
The
dies
difference is
over and over.
that I'm screwing around too much. It did, like I was honestly trying, and I still got my ass kicked in this room.
You probably heard them trying to attack me from behind because they move really fast.
Yeah, they do.
He's like, you're trying to give the, if I took off my weighted clothes, I'd become more powerful, but instead I'm going to tie my shoelaces together argument. It's not working. No one's fooled.
I mean,
I'm gonna tie my
clearly it
shoelaces.
just did, because you just referenced Dragon
I'll
Ball
be
Z.
I'll be so much stronger when I
find.
finally tie my shoelaces.
Fucking Goku, dude.
Have you noticed his boots don't have shoelaces?
Yeah, that's because he's Goku and he's too dumb, so he uses Velcro instead.
Look at that amazing reloads. I hate this fucking cutscene because they're still moving around. I can't skip this. I would have skipped it.
Yeah, the cats are still getting up, and they're just gonna be all up in your business. I'm amazed that didn't wing Ashley.
If you know,
Look at that red guy trying to run away because he's hurt. He's like, I'm fucking out of here.
like-
Fucking crazy American gonna kill everybody.
oh, jeez, my knees! Jeez
Face
Louise,
plant.
my knees, please.
I don't know what my idea. They weren't all butt stumps. So I was like, fuck this.
Fuck this and fuck this
We got
guy.
this guy here, and he has the disrespect of being a parasite. What a jerk.
He's a gulpy.
That's Nigel Cummings' porn name. Gulpy.
Gulpy.
Oh dear, it's Raccoon City all over again. The Raccoon City of bad jokes.
Honestly, we could sit here and make bad jokes all day about the name Raccoon City. Like, seriously, that's a terrible name.
I don't see what's wrong. No, it's. I think that's okay. What's wrong
Oh,
with
For an
look.
American town, in
There
essence.
are so many really
Oh.
stupidly named Australian towns out there.
It was a hick. It
There
was
you go.
like a boonies.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you notice how I shot that guy in the knee and I couldn't kick him?
That's
I don't know.
that's pretty
It's the
silly.
game does that shit sometimes. I don't know. I think it might be the weapon, might be the damage taken in the hit that makes them kneel. I have no fucking clue. It's annoying.
I
You should
really
be able to
want
be
to
kicked.
sit down and figure out exactly what sort of trauma you're inflicting on them to have that much blood gushing out of his nose and mouth. So damn, boy!
Oh, that was fucking great. It looked like he fucking crash tackled into him. That was fucking beautiful. That is like my favorite thing in this entire Let's Play. If only one sequence gets gift, I hope it's that.
Hey, he was looking up her skirt.
Oh man!
Head exploded. Oh, see, that's the most dissatisfying.
Yeah, it's
thing
just
right
like
there.
you shoot him in the knee and he goes, "That's it, the fatal wound. You've struck me in my
It's like the
abnormally
wettest
placed
part.
heart." Oh my god.
You notice how this music sounds exactly the same even when it's sped up? Did you have you noticed that yet? Because it does, and it really, really stuck out at me when I was editing. I was like, Jesus Christ, this music is... Who made this music? It's great.
I had not noticed it.
It sounds
to be honest.
exactly the same even when it got sped up. I mean, obviously it's going really faster, but it
Terrifyingly
sounds
ambient.
the same. Matalu!
Yep, you're getting mata load.
That's the motherload of motherloads.
Follow me. Wait.
I remember, like, the way I finally solved this room was I came down here as quickly as I could and I just exploited that door forever.
You know, you could just, like, move a chair over onto one of the pads, but I guess Ashley is somehow...
Ashley's quicker to move.
She wants to feel useful. Let it happen. Jeez, wow.
Yeah, like, seriously, it's fine.
Like, you know, she's having a rough day too.
Not as rough as I'm having. Like, look what I've been doing all day. I had to jump on a
Still
cave
those
troll. I
chanting
got
bastards.
my neck gnawed on by a dog. I had to eat so many rotten eggs.
There was a blind dude who tried to claw your goalies, like, literally claw your goalies.
Oh, watch it. Robokai's gonna love this one.
I approve.
The door is just like, I'm censoring this.
The explosion.
It's
blew
just
it
like,
shut.
I open the door to throw a grenade, and it immediately closes as the grenade goes off. Oh, look at this guy trying to drop in. No.
This frickin' guy.
We're having a real good time, and you had to come in here and shit on a biscuit.
Say something rude.
Whoops, aimed up too far. Look, he's set on fire. It's okay. That either way. When they
I like how, yeah, I like how that shield actually intercepted part of the buckshot.
I really hate guys with masks.
Yeah, like they even bleed through the mask. Seriously, that's
Oh,
gross.
another fun fact, they actually have modeled faces under the mask.
That's a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, that's
It's mostly the eyes, and they look really fucking crazy, but it's there. And let's just assume that when they die to a suplex, the head explodes inside the mask, and you don't want to take the mask off after that point.
it's gooey.
God damn
You know,
it.
I was
We've been
trying-
having some real unluck with the
the
non-exploding
head
suplex.
explosion.
Yeah, they have so much HP, man.
They do.
I try to do like 5 shots in the chest, but then they'll die, or some die really fast, some don't, and it's just like you gotta pray like that.
Well, I mean, part of this is your fault for playing on professional. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, well, the game's not fun otherwise.
All right, fair enough.
Everybody dies too quickly. It's like New Game Plus is not fun for this game. This is like you have all these
It
super powerful
honestly
guns,
isn't. That was like,
and there's no progression anymore, and it's like the real fun in it, and like there's all the real like the tense atmosphere comes from the fact that you don't have the perfect setup.
I will say New Game Plus is fun for one thing, and that's the first village fight, because you can just go in with like the mine layer or something similar, and just be like, all right, all y'all
I'm gonna
are
fuck
dying.
the chainsaw guy up. He gave me so much trouble before. And like, you know, everybody did that. It's like, I'm gonna go fuck the chainsaw guy up. There, I did it. And it's like, all right.
All right, that was fun. What's next?
Nah, sorry. The real fun of this game is from being able to choose what you want to do, because you have the limits and the progression in it.
The real
There's no
fun of this game is flattening an entire lynch mob with one mighty blast of your shot.
I don't know what I was thinking with that rifle shot, but let's try something else. This is actually going to be stylish.
This is synchronized idiots over here. This is like the Three Stooges got scythes.
Look at the red guy still up there. All right, so that guy died. Let's see where this goes. One head explosion from a kick.
All right, cool.
Yeah, all right, so we got that. Got one dude's head off with a kick. Let's see what happens. Oh, red guy's mad.
Sure, now he's coming.
Down the stairs we go.
Trips.
Wait, here we go. It starts. His head goes, kick,
Wonderful.
shoot, and suplex. It's all in the mind.
Well, not theirs.
Not in that guy's mind, though, because it evaporated.
That was a Parappa the Rapper reference you just dropped there. I got it. It was good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay, just because we referenced you as Captain America doesn't mean you have to start stealing his lines from the comic books or the movies.
There's a crank over there.
Notice that I use Ashley as a glorified doorstop. That's pretty
did
much her only
notice
purpose
that.
in the game.
I mean, it's saving you precious seconds, because this is a speed run, a very high skill speed run. Damn it!
They give you a full stack of rifle ammo and 2/3 of a shotgun shell stack. I wonder what they want you to do here.
I couldn't
There are some
possibly begin to
fucking
imagine.
crazy tool system
Why-
speedruns of this game.
Do you give a shit about whether or not your damn stacks align? Like, I can't.
Watch out for me.
How is that even defensible?
Notice the music changes and
Because your mission has changed.
your heart pounding.
Good night.
Yeah,
Don't even see.
it's all on the
you don't
line
even
here.
Understand.
What?
Just all the walking after getting headshot.
You can't kick them in the water. I'm sorry. It doesn't work
I do
like that.
Bit disappointing.
Like, basically, something to note here is that these cultists and like all of the Gyarados have more in common with chickens than anything else, because chickens also keep running around after you blow their head off.
Rough.
Hold on. There's one guy up where Ashley is who runs, and you shoot him over with like any other weapon, and then he will just go back to walking. Oh yeah.
Ashley just cruises on by. Yeah, I've seen that about 1,000 times today. Doesn't bother me anymore.
One head, one body.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to have PTSD.
I think that was the guy I shot over who was running. I think we already did that, but yeah, one guy up there just starts darting towards Ashley, so you just use like the TMP or something. Just knock him over, and he'll just go back to walking. And oh, there he is. Okay. And then see, they're no threat.
Goes back to a polite
I still
amble.
can't get over how I still can't get over how ridiculous they look when they just tumble over like that. It is seriously one of the most satisfying things.
You know, really, the chandelier fountain really does it for this place.
You know what else would do it if I could, make it hit people and kill them with it, like in Dark Messiah? Yeah.
You just
A kick?
swing it around. The chandelier.
Leon can kick. Leon has a pretty strong kick. It makes people's heads explode.
True story.
All right, we're gonna have to pay attention to this part coming up. Okay, just listen.
Falling down again. I think I
No, wait.
understand what's going
Just
on
listen,
here.
listen.
Shut up.
There we go.
Yeah.
There. That's
I'm
all I
okay with
wanted.
that.
That's all he's ever wanted. Is just for us to pay attention.
That's pretty much what every person has ever thought when dealing with Ashley.
She's no reason to call. Last bullet.
I love the nonchalant look on these monks' faces. By the way, they're not actually angry at you or snarling the way the villagers were. No, they just are really nonplussed about this entire experience.
Ashley's jump animation is the same one from the Outbreak games.
Take your word for that. I never played the Outbreak games.
Same.
I remember it because I remember getting people killed when they tried to jump across buildings and then not picking them up when they fell and making sure crows hit them so they fell to their death.
Would have a griefing story surrounding this.
Yes.
You can't play that game online even when it came out, I'm sorry. Only 2chan was able to do that, and it was fucking hysterical. Those videos are still on YouTube.
You alright?
I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Ashley, wait!
What is this shit?!
The undeniable plot device.
God damn it!
Yes.
Oh, I forgot I put that there. That's how I feel, though.
When
'Cause this is
I
so...
first played this game, that's how I feel every time I watch this. There's a number of times where I take exception to my irritation being used, but this is not one of them. Like, holy Christ, Ashley, why?